And we're live. Hello, everyone, and shout out to you as you tune up into the Siren Speak show with your girl, Siren. Hi, you guys. Hello, 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 hello. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much to everyone who come in and give your girl a big old fat thumbs up, right? Okay. Y'all. Okay, listen. I got a new attitude. Yes, I got a new attitude, y'all. Yes, I do. Okay, first of all, I'm starting off with a champagne diet. Who doesn't want that, right? But your girl has decided to switch it up just a little bit because a lot of you, well, I'm going to say majority of you tend to message me in regards to, a lot of relationship advice. Okay. Granted, Siren, I'm a goddess. I'm working on my goddesshood, but I'm trying to either find my God or maintain my God or my goddess, whomever, however you try to get it. Y'all like, Siren, we need some help out here in these spiritual streets, honey. Help us, help us, help us. So you know what? The Siren Speak show decided to go ahead and give y'all some advice. Okay. So come on, come on, you guys, to the Siren Speak show. Tune on in and chat it up with your girl Siren. And let's go ahead and get started. Talking about today's topic. Okay. One of the topics you guys tend to ask a lot because a lot of y'all thinking about it, but you're just like, So of course we're gods and we're goddess and gods. I don't want y'all to leave the room because we having this topic because we definitely want you guys' advice. We definitely want you guys' opinion, and we want to know if y'all thinking about it too, okay? And how you feel, from a God's perspective about your divine feminine going out and having plastic surgery. So listen, y'all. Today's topic is plastic surgery and how it may affect your dating life. Okay. We're going to talk about the natural body versus the unnatural body. Okay. And how it is that it may affect your dating life. Because some women, okay, who have a all natural body, they feel like, okay, if I don't got this big old badunkadunk, with these big old, what they call them, coconuts in the front, you know what I'm saying? And, guys not checking for me. I may not want to wear 27 inches. I might want to just, curl up my own hair and rock it like that. Now, see, this is where, Siren come in and just be like, I'm just going to speak, okay, and give you guys my advice and my opinion because once again, this is the Siren Speak show, okay? Now, I'm going to give you what I think from a guy's perspective, okay? Not a guy's perspective, but from a guy's perspective, the way I feel men tend to treat women, okay, or look at women, because your girl is, okay, I'm just, right? I'm giving it all to you, right? Now, I do notice that when I'm in certain moods, okay, and I don't feel like going out with my wig on, y'all know me, especially those of you who tune in to the Simply Siren vlogs, honey. I give it to you like this and I give it to you like that. I give you all natural and I give y'all a good, nice wig when I want to, right? Now, when I'm in my all natural, I tend to wear that to the gym a lot, okay? I will go to the gym with my little natural twist, okay? My little braid out or whatever. And men don't look at me. They don't bother me. They don't stut me. But I'm most certain if I go up in there with a face full of makeup, beat to the gods, okay, and a little tight little outfit on, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure God, hey, come here, So men, y'all gotta, first of all, y'all gotta stop confusing the goddess, honey. Y'all gotta stop making it look like, oh, we don't really want no woman with this, or we don't really, because y'all ain't really checking for the all natural women as often as you are. When you see an all natural woman, you tend to keep scrolling. You want to see somebody with that out. You want to see somebody showing a little something. You ain't looking at nobody saying, oh, that's a nice color pink on you. Men, y'all got to stop confusing us and let us know what it is that you really want. Okay. And then when we go out here and we get all of this work done, y'all want to act like, oh, I'm finna treat you like a $2, a woman because now you're fake. I was looking at a video with the comedian Corey Holcomb. Shout out to him. And he did state a very relevant, opinion of his. However, I'm kind of like, I'm riding the fence. I'm straddling the fence on it because he says, of course, I will be intimate with a woman who has a BBL. Okay. But I'm not going to take her serious. She's not the one I will marry. Okay. And she's not the one I'm going to take home to the family. She's not the one I want to have kids with. Now, he said that any woman who gets either some type of plastic surgery, especially a BBL, he says it goes more so into mental health. He says the procedure that they have to go through to open themselves up to stuff it like a turkey, shows that they have some sort of mental health issue, and that, they may not be all there, or maybe they're suffering from low self-esteem. Now, I do agree, maybe there's some low self-esteem, but mental health is a different, it can be a little different, you know what I'm saying? So like I say, I'm straddling y'all when it comes to how I feel. Now, it depends on why you are getting it done, to me, okay, which will determine if it's mental health or not. Because some women can, unfortunately inherit breast cancer, have to get their breast removed, and they may want to choose to get a, breast job for that, a boob job for that reason right there. Now, if you want to get a boob job because you feel like your boobs are not enough, to hell with anybody else. If you feel like it's not enough for yourself, then perhaps there may be some sort of self-love issue. That's why when it comes to surgery, you guys, I am all for plastic surgery. Please do not mistake me on that. If you got the coin, honey, and you can get it done, get it done. Okay. Do what you choose. However, there are certain plastic surgeries that the foundation, y'all. It's all about the foundation. It's the foundation that gets me to the point where either I support it or not. Like I said, if you got the money for it, get it done. But it's the foundation. Now, when I say the foundation, meaning it's the reason behind the surgery. Because what I notice is women will get a surgery done and be like, oh, I just want to get my butt done. But then it's like, oh, now I want to get my boobs done. Oh, now I want to get my lipo in my waist. Oh, now I want to get some fillers. Oh, now I want to get my, and then it becomes too much. It's like, okay, now I don't even know why you're getting all of this stuff done. This is clearly mental health. Okay. This is clearly, I don't love myself. I don't feel complete. Even if you love yourself, maybe you just don't feel complete. I don't know. This to me does affect the dating industry, because the reason I say with Corey, because he said, I will not ever, take seriously a woman who has, had her butt done, or, those boobs and all of that stuff. A BBL is what he specifies. He doesn't really go too much detail into anything else, but he does specify a BBL to where it's just like, voila. And he's like, you can't really take them serious, and you can't take them anywhere. Like, I could take you to the strip club, but I can't take you on the red carpet with me, because you're going to come off like an Instagram model or a thought or industry thought, and granted, that may be true. That may be true how others perceive, but it's the way you treat her, which is how other people are going to perceive the way you treat her. So if she does have her body done, like, Ice-T wife, what is her name? Coco. She has had quite a bit of work done. Okay. And, I think people respect her because of the way Ice-T treats her. He doesn't treat her, and he brings her on the red carpet, and he supports her with what it is. He doesn't make her look or feel like a bimbo. I'm just going by what I perceive from what I've seen from them. I did watch their reality show back in the day and things of that nature. So, he's saying, I can't take you serious. Like, I can't have you as my main because, you just look a little too, put together, I guess, the look, right? But y'all, if you get that punk look, and I'm just going to call it how I know how to call it, the punk look, where it's just team too much, where your cheeks sticking, it looks more drag queen, where you start to look, like more masculine than feminine with it. Maybe it just looks too put together. Y'all have seen it, where it can be a little extensive when you get this type of surgery done and you're getting a lot of work on your body and things of that nature. I support a more natural look. Now, for example, what I'm saying is, if you're someone who, let's say you were a nice size, a C cup, okay? You're a nice C cup, right? And let's say you give birth to 4 kids, okay? And all of a sudden your C cup is looking like a, you know what I'm saying? It's a little loopy or whatever. It's a little hangy because you done breastfed those babies, okay? And now you just want to go perk up your C cup. You know, I want to go back to the way I looked before I fed all of these children and, you know, gave birth and gained weight and lost it and all of that stuff. That's the type of stuff that I support, because I'm like, you're really just going back to your natural look. Okay. When you're going and like you want to go from a C cup to an H, now that's just y'all. I don't know honestly who thinks that looks good. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, if it looks fake, fake does not look good, y'all. The whole point of plastic surgery is to go back to your natural, to enhance your natural look, to like, listen, my boobs done dropped down, okay? The solar discs are no longer pointing at you, they're pointing at my feet. So I want to go back and I want to enhance myself to look the way that, I used to look, right? So when it comes to things of that nature, we don't want to go overboard, okay? And I do feel like a nice perky size, whatever size you naturally are, I don't feel like you have to go up. Now, the thing about it is, what I notice is these doctors in the industry, they want you to go up because, of course, that's more money for them. So do they have your sincere, consideration in the forefront? I don't know. I really, truly don't know. Will men take you serious when you go above and beyond as far as surgery? I don't know. Hey, Shay, you say I can donate mine to someone. See, we got somebody right there want to donate a nice A cup to somebody out there, okay? And there are people who, for health reasons, y'all may want to, decrease a little bit. I like I say, I don't understand why people would want to go above and beyond. When you look fake, men are going to treat you like that. Even women, your best friend may not say it to your face, but behind your back, I guarantee she has had a couple of conversations with people you may or may not know to say, girl, I think it's a little too much. I wouldn't get that. I don't like it. But to your face, it's like, who? Y'all stop letting these doctors tell y'all how far to go and what it is to get done. You know what I'm saying? Just try to look as natural as you possibly can. I think that when you look natural, as far as any plastic surgery, that men will then respect, and because I think a man be embarrassed to be seen in public with a woman whose buttocks look fake. You know what I'm saying? Or her boobage looks fake. They want to know, like, yo, my girl homegrown, man. This all collard greens and cornbread right here. That's all natural. I feel like when they smack it, they wanted to smack it back. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to smack it and then it hurt. They want to smack it and then it just slap it on right back. Things of that nature, y'all. So anyone out there who is considering getting any type of work done, you definitely want to take like the best picture of you. Stop taking pictures of other people, okay? Because now you're trying to be like somebody else and that never turns out right, okay? Physically it may, but mentally you will not feel enough, okay? So take the best picture of yourself, right? Take that to your doctor and say, these were when my boobs were the perkiest, and I want that right there back. This is when my buttocks set up, it was the perkiest. I want that right there back. Just give me that look right there. Don't go too far, you guys. When it comes to alternative things that you can do, now listen. Okay, your girl is cutlet all day. I may not be as perky as I was before I gave birth to them 4 children of mine, honey, but I will go to a good store and get me some cutlets, baby, and I will perk them up. Between cutlets and a good old bra, child, you ain't got to worry about cutting me open, okay? I get me some cutlets and I will stuff them in there, right? Because when you are married, your husband already know what you look like. Okay, you just wearing that look honestly to present yourself, to appear as if, you still, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like a good bra does the job, honestly. Now, I have seen some women out there. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I have seen some women out there, your girl used to not really frequent the strip club, but I used to go to the strip club back in the day, and I done seen some women, I'd be like, ooh, child. They have on a little top, honey, and them things be looking like raisins or prunes. They be so shriveled up, and they be skinny and long, look like them little long bananas, it just didn't look, what I'm saying, pretty presentable. But they didn't care. They'll bend over and twerk, honey, and them little thing look like some little dangling chicken nuggets are great. Child, like, oh Lord, the front don't match the back, honey. But one thing I can say is back then, honey, them strippers had some nice rumps. And, I didn't recall it being popular. You got to see back in my day, we had the loop dancers, right? This when I was young, I seen the loop dancers growing up, and them girls had some stuff back there, and it was all natural. You know, it was all natural. The one thing I think women did back then was they would take them periactive pills to get thick. They want to get thick and they want to gain weight and stuff like that. Honey, I was the opposite. But yeah, they would get thick, them little strippers or whatever, take them periactive pills, get all thick and stuff. But plastic surgery was just not an option, for them. So they would do things that would, get the look, you know what I'm saying? Really get the look. But there were slimmer girls, there were thicker girls. Now, when you go back to what was sexy back in my day, okay? Back in my day, honey, listen, I'm going to tell you, when you looked up the word sexy in the dictionary, when you looked up I'm every woman in the dictionary, when you looked up a badge in a dictionary back in my day, the definition was Halle Berry. Honey, Halle Berry. That's all it said. Halle Berry didn't have no big badunkadunk. She didn't have no huge knockers. Halle Berry was a little sexy, petite, and you know who else was sexy? Nia Long. Ooh, that lady there, honey. Nia Long was just as she want to be. That woman was gorgeous and beautiful, all natural. You didn't have all of this and all of that back there. And, the big look, you could barely talk and things of that nature. Honey, we had some beautiful, sexy, natural women. Okay? Now, it did switch over, to like Pamela Anderson, back in the day. She was considered a sexy woman, but she didn't have all that, but don't. She just had the big, you know what I'm saying? And for different cultures, sexy was different, more for the Caucasian culture back in my day, okay? They preferred a bigger chest. They did. They didn't care for the bottom, right? They just preferred a bigger chest. And then in the melanated, culture, they like hips and thighs and buttocks, like y'all like big butts and I cannot lie, you know what I'm saying? That is something that, they cared for back in our day, and they didn't want they weren't talking about no BBL. They was talking about a natural buttocks. No BBL, no fake this, no cutlets in the back. No fat transfer, none of that. It was your natural body, okay? Another one who was sexy, y'all, back in the day. And these women, I mean, they were like who we looked up to. Like they were who we were like, they were icons to us when it came to sexy. I don't think that there were many. I think Little Kim was the one who started to introduce plastic surgery. And the thing about it is we liked Kim when she first came out. Like Kim was okay. When Kim first came out, honey, gave us that first CD where she was squatting it like an eagle, honey. We all was like, yes, goals. Our goals were to get in the gym and work out. It was not, oh, what doctor I'm finna call or where I'm finna fly to get, you know what I'm saying? That was just not an option. So when it came to the melanated culture, plastic surgery was just not an option for us. Majority of us probably couldn't afford it, but it was just other ways that you can get that body, and it was healthier ways, working out, changing the way that you eat. And mainly those were the two things that really required for you to have what they call the sexy body. Back then we wore oversized clothes. Y'all remember we had like a TLC era and stuff like that. You know, we wore the big baggy clothes and stuff. Like Aaliyah came out, she wore those baggy pants with a little Tommy Hilfiger sports bra and stuff. Your love is the one. You know, we didn't come out here with a thong on, twerking and stuff, just letting it all hang out on stage. And these damn performers nowadays wear a little bit of nothing, you know. We had some very, like, I remember seeing videos of like Regina Belle. Oh, remember that song Forever? All I want is, that was my jam. Now, when you look at that video, honey, Regina Belle looks so sexy and beautiful, and she was fully clothed in all black leather, honey. She had on black leather pants and a black leather. She looked beautiful. Okay, like we didn't, back then they didn't demand too much. And I think that nowadays, even with the shift, okay, because there has been a shift to more plastic, more fake, you know, you got the Instagram models, they own that. Now listen, y'all got to stop looking at these damn Instagram models talking about, oh, I want that body right there, or oh, I wish I had that body right there. Listen, y'all, I've seen some apps. So you guys know that I used to do radio, right? So I used to do radio for a little bit. And when I did radio, I would interview a lot of, you know, celebrities. And I went to events where I met a lot of celebrities. Okay. Now, I'm not going to call out no names, but there was one particular person that when I say online, I was like, oh, Miss got it going on, honey. Miss Thing is just, oh, so I'm getting ready to meet this person and interview this person. Now, I walked right past her and didn't even know who she was, honey, because it didn't make no damn sense how the internet said one thing, but in real life, I'm like, what? Catfish was not a word, okay? Catfish is not the word for that situation. So y'all don't let these Instagram models, don't let these people on Instagram, because they got apps now that are free that you can use to, you know, alter your body. And, you know, you can add lipstick if you wanna, you can add eyeliner if you wanna. Like, they have ways to what they consider perfect themselves before they post a picture. You're not gonna get that with Siren, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the raw because I ain't got time. I don't have time, okay, for the foolishness, for the okey doke, right? So, you know, I just strongly recommend when it comes to plastic surgery, you guys, like really try to get something that's as natural looking as you possibly, like go as big as natural will let you go. Like you don't have to go mumbo jumbo. You don't need a big, but because from what I hear, those BBLs get hard. And a lot of the women say like in between the cheeks, honey, like when they gotta wash, it's hard. Like it's, you know, like hard. Like, I don't know. That's not, you know, my cup of tea. I'm not the type to want to put anything back there. I feel like I have more than enough, whether it's a lot or a little bit. I don't need nothing else back there. Okay, I don't want nothing else back there. I don't want nothing else in. If I'm the take it out girl, I'm the suck it all out girl. Okay, you ain't gotta put. Listen, donate it, give it to whomever needs it, honey. Because I don't care to, you know, get anything bigger. If anything, I'm going to go a little bit smaller. Okay, a good bra. I've seen girls with a size 8. Okay, an A cup. That a good bra, honey, have them little A's sitting up all nice and perky and sweet, and they just look all. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen girls with very small boobs that it looks sexy. Like just like sometimes you know how you wear a little spaghetti strap. You know who I'm going to say? Who had a nice sexy body to me, and she's a Caucasian girl to my knowledge, and it is Sarah Jessica Parker. Now you guys, you may or may not know, I am a Sex in the City like fiend. Like between Girlfriends and Sex in the City, honey, I'm just that's my life right there. Okay, and I prefer a more Carrie Bradshaw style. You know, even if you see like the way I dress, y'all see the way I dress with my little skirts and my dresses and jeans. I wear a lot of stuff. But when I looked at Sex in the City, I felt like, okay, Carrie Bradshaw was more of my, all of them really, but Carrie Bradshaw was more of my style. And if you look at the show, her chest is not a big chest. She can put on a little teeny weeny bra, y'all, and it just looks so sexy. Like her shirts, when she wear the little sheer shirts and she have like a bra on underneath, and you don't see no big old, you know what I'm saying, chest sticking out of it. It's just very nice and just subtle and just sweet, and it just sits right there underneath her shirt. It ain't sticking all out like this, y'all. Very sexy, very, very, very sexy. And what you want is to be a man's desire. You don't want to be his fantasy, okay? You definitely don't want to sit up there and be any man's fantasy. Now, I don't know how men, because some men don't, y'all, sometimes y'all don't be telling us the truth. Y'all say y'all don't really care for, women who have too much surgery, or, all of that surgery done, where they have to get their lips done, they have to get their face injected, they have to get their chin done. Listen, you're going to love that. You're going to flip, flip, flip. Yes, baby. Let me. Okay, you're gonna love it. You want to know why? Because I'm gonna love it. When a man don't love it, it's because you don't love yourself. Listen, y'all seen what the hell is that girl name who played Precious? Ain't that girl married now? Got her man, honey. Listen, whatever shape, whatever size, a man is going to love you as much as you love yourself. He can only love you as much as you love yourself. Okay, so when it comes to dating and plastic surgery, y'all, if you are getting plastic surgery because you feel you need to enhance yourself to get a man, you want a man that will accept you before you build. Okay. The last thing you want to do is work so hard to build something and have somebody come on after you've put everything together. You want a man who accepts you the way you are and who will support you through your surgery choices. You know what I'm saying? Not somebody who, after you done did all the work to get all of that done, now he gets to come and enjoy, the labors and the pains, shall I say, of your labor, all that pain you had to go through, having to sleep on your side or your stomach, having to do like this, having to keep your lips puffed up. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. Like, you really want somebody who's going to support you. Maybe he'll say, listen, baby, you don't need all that. You could just do this right here, or, just don't get it that big, just try to stay normal. I'm telling you, women, men be embarrassed standing next to a woman, even though she fine as, okay, even though she look good, he knows that everybody's saying that booty fake. And they gonna think she's a thought. They gonna want to disrespect her, because it's like a Halloween costume. If you're dressing up like a stripper, you know what I'm saying? If you're dressing up like a call girl or an Insta thought, you're going to get treated that way. The way you're presenting yourself. We can't say, oh, I'm going to make my butt real big. Now, it's one thing for you to get a big old BBL, but it's another thing for you to have to show it with your clothing. You want to put on some nice clothing to, what I'm saying, make it look sexy. Like, the BBL is enough. They going to see that anyway. You don't have to put on tight clothing or short clothing to show it anymore. The other day, me and Bae, we were driving past some little neighborhood. We were just riding through because we were on our way somewhere. And there was a young lady, or I'm going to say just young lady, just in general. She wasn't young, but there was this lady, and she had on the smallest skirt. Now, you can clearly see she had a BBL because this woman appeared to be of, I don't know if she was Spanish or I don't know, but I know her buttocks is not naturally that round and big, okay? Because she was a little small, little petite thing, but her buttocks was just like a whole vehicle sitting behind her. But she had on a little short skirt, and it was so crazy because there were like two cars in front of us, and the car stopped. And I guess she was bending over. Okay, she had a little pooch with her, and she was bending over to pick up the pooch. And I'm looking like, why are they stopping? And I look and I see the woman. I'm like, oh my God. He literally stopped and held traffic. Like, I'm not gonna move, before I ask you, can you get in this car? Do you want to ride in my Mercedes, girl? Like, that's how he was. And I guess she may have said no. Okay. And then he just pulled off or whatever. But it's just the fact of the way a man would approach you. Like, any man who want to really, really holler at you, or who's interested in you, because it's one thing for a man to approach you because, he looking at you, but is he interested in you? Is he really interested in you? Not your body, but you want a man to be interested in you. Okay. So, do I support
It's 7 o'clock.
I gotta see. I could turn that off. Do I support plastic surgery? Yes, I say go get it, but I say just try to stay as natural as you possibly can. Hmm. Um, Me personally, I don't think only thing I would do more liposuction because I just feel like my liposuction, I mean my tummy tuck, I feel like I should have finished it off, but I didn't. Okay. I got my tummy tuck, but I do feel like I should have gotten some more liposuction. Again, I didn't want to go too far. I didn't want that build a body look. I didn't want that fake, I already have natural curves. And by them taking off that fat on my stomach, that I had, that already, accented my curves even more. And I'm like, ooh, if I get liposuction, it's gonna look a little too, what I'm saying? I don't want my body to look too different from its natural, shape. So I've always had big hips, even when I was a little small, itty bitty little thing, I always had big hips. I've always had a natural shape to me. So I didn't want to stray too far. And I'm grateful for that, honey. Okay. I ain't gonna lie. I know there are some women out there who don't have hips, and you like, but I just want some hips, or you feel like you're small. Listen, those small boobs, y'all, are just the sexiest thing for me. Like, I'm not really into big, huge, you know what I'm saying, especially fake. Like, no, absolutely not. I love a nice, natural, subtle look, And as women, I see another chick and I check her out. Oh, yes. Now, see, honey, I would stare at a woman's arse. Oh, girl, you know, it looks nice. And you can tell when it's natural because there are some women who, they work out or whatever. You can tell, you can see who's natural and who is not natural. Okay. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she has such a nice purse. Or oh my God, I love her waistline. Or oh my God, her body is just like fire, like you see things like that. And I don't ever find myself doing that to a woman who has altered her body, like gotten the BBL or the breast or all of that work done. I can recognize a natural flow. You know what I'm saying? Like I would choose that pre-surgery Lil Kim body. I'm more of Nia Long, you know what I'm saying? The old school Halle Berry. I love that type of look. And who I always thought was very, very, very sexy and curvaceous and stuff? Stephanie Mills, okay? Y'all, Stephanie Mills, woo, that woman had a sexy body. Okay, even as a little girl, I always thought she was so sexy. Shaka Khan is another one. Now, Shaka had that weight loss. Shaka went on that. Shaka say she didn't do nothing but drink water, I think, for 6 months. See, damn. Shaka say she didn't do nothing but drink for six. She say I had to get off them. I think she lost like 60 or 70 pounds. But I always thought even when she was a little chunkier, I always thought she had a very nice body. Okay. But men will respect you with that natural body, you guys. If a man is trying to make you feel bad because they feel like, oh, your body isn't this, or it's always going to be somebody who they say, oh, she finer than you or she look better than you. That don't mean you got to go out there and alter anything about yourself. Okay, that just means he's insecure and he's trying to find a way to make you feel less than him because he feel like you more than him. You know what I'm saying? He feel like you're a little superior in some way. He got to put you down in some way, shape, or form, right? So I really want to trust what it is that a guy says when he looks at me and be like, "Oh, this was wrong with you, or this was going on." Another thing, you guys, when you get okay, first things first, when you think in surgery, you got to think about if you keloid. Now let's talk to my women out there who keloid. Okay. Right? You got keloid skin that you may have. So now you may have a flat stomach, but you got these big old lumps. Okay. Now you got this lump of a line. Okay. With that keloid here and there. It just, now you got to get an old, big old tattoo to cover it up. That's another thing that I'm just like, I cannot. I cannot. They're going to leave the little scars. So now you got to worry about those scars. And then now you got these women who they got all these natural bodies. That's how you can tell the ones who got a lot of work done because they got these natural bodies, but they have these voluptuous bodies, but they have 50 million tattoos, to cover up all of the scars and things of that nature. Now, the only person I could say who got some work done, who I think has what I would call a miracle body, because I'm like, I know you got work done. Okay, and a lot, right? But I cannot see one scar. This woman can wear a lot, and this woman can wear a little bit of nothing, and you see no scar. It could be, makeup and all of that stuff, and that is Beyonce. Okay, I do feel like she had a natural body, so it didn't take much for her to get the shape. Now I can tell Beyonce has had a BBL. It's clear this woman has had, and I'm not going to say one. I'm going to say I could tell where her BBL got reshaped. You can tell where she went in and did something else. But Beyonce was very safe with her surgery, where she stayed close to her size, because she doesn't want to appear to be a voluptuous woman. We can all clearly see that. She doesn't want to appear to be this big, thick. She ain't trying to give you that thickness. She wants to stay nice, slim, and petite with it. And when it comes to her breast, I do feel like she went a little too big. Okay, a little too big. And I don't know who does her liposuction, whoever does that sculpting, even from back in her day, like when she used to wear them jeans and they gave her that little swoop in the back. Ooh, I used to be like, dang! Like, I loved did that. Okay, I used to be like, that is the sexiest thing. Remember, we used to wear low-rise jeans, you know what I'm saying? And you had that little swoop, honey, that just made it look like, damn, things of that nature. I used to love that look. Okay, I really did. And Beyonce gave a lot of that. When she used to wear them little jeans, honey, with her little tops or whatever, I used to be like, wow, like that was just the coolest thing for me. So, that is okay, right? That's okay. And I do feel like she stayed within her hey Stacy. Hey y'all. I do feel like she stayed within her weight range as far as her surgery. And that's why I say, guys, like, don't go above and beyond if you're thinking about getting some surgery. And you definitely don't want to go with that insta thought look. Okay. Men they will treat you differently. They will. It is what it is, y'all. I don't see too many men bringing, other than like T.I. T.I. and Tiny, if T.I., I don't want to go. I don't want to do that. Because I don't ever want to question his love for her. I do feel like he loves her. I really, truly do. I feel like he loves her. But I don't know if she have real friends. Because honestly, I feel like a real friend would not support you getting that surgery looking like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care for her surgery. But it's her choice. Long as she's happy, that's all that matter. But you don't want to go above and beyond like that, y'all, where you don't really recognize yourself. Like, you look totally different. Men will treat you differently. Men will treat you a little bit lower. Okay. And you've been spent all that money on getting your body to look good. You will only see men probably behind closed doors, and none of them may not want to. And sometimes you have men who want to look like they paying for it. You do have some men out there that look like, yeah, she with me because I'm spending a bag on her. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about him being into you. It's about you making him look like he got it. So some men will want to be seen with insta thoughts, like you got Rick Ross. I always wonder, why is it that Rick Ross and why they all got the same baby mama? Is it just like a handful of insta thoughts that they can date because these women have signed NDAs? I think that's what it is. That Drake, 50 Cent, Diddy, like, why are all of them sleeping with the same group of women? And they literally go from one rapper to the next to the next. I don't understand that. I really, truly don't. It makes absolutely no sense to me, but I feel like maybe they all signed the NDA and that's why they know these women are not going to tell their secrets. Maybe if they are using any type of substances or whatever their kicks are, maybe these women are not going to tell it. I don't know. But for them all dating these, handful of insta thoughts, with these bodies, these fake bodies, and none of them have married them yet. I didn't see not one of them get married to the insta thought. Okay. Remember the rapper Game? He had that beautiful baby mama. What her name was? Tiffany, I think. I don't know what she looks like now, but back then, okay, she appeared to be very natural. I think she was a teacher. She was a very naturally beautiful woman. If she did have any work done, it was very subtle. You don't have to get work done to where everybody know you got work done. People will probably, now a lot of people will look at me and think that, oh, she must have gotten some work done. A lot of people have reached out to me and asked me who did my buttocks. And I'm like, what? Who did what? No. I'm like that guy on that little thing. No. With the little spelling thing. No. Why would you think? That's how I'm like, what? No. Absolutely positively not. No. Okay. I didn't get any work done back there. Okay. But when you get it and you look very natural and you look very subtle, you just want to respectfully, get the work done. Like, remember back in the day, like people like Halle Berry used to get work done, but nobody knew. It was supposed to be a secret because back then people were getting work done to just look natural, to just look good. Okay. They didn't want to, they had to do movie roles and stuff. So they had to have nice perks. You know what I'm saying? They needed the perks so that they can get the roles and stuff because sometimes the role may call for them to have to not wear a bra or something or wear a t-shirt without a bra, whatever. But, we had a lot of that nip back in the day. Y'all seen the movies back in the 80s and stuff. It was a lot of the boobage, sticking out and stuff. So it's like, that was natural. Back then when they got plastic surgery, it was a secret. You look at them and you like, damn, some look different. But you can't tell. You're like, what is it? Something looks different. All of a sudden they're glowing. They look good. They look nice. They look youthful. And you're just trying to figure out what did they get done? But it's just like now I feel like, people have gotten y'all BBLs. I don't, mm-mm. I don't know. I'm not saying you shouldn't get one. I'm saying just make it look sexy. You know what I'm saying? These doctors, first of all, a lot of people going to men to get this work done. You got a majority of the surgeons are men. The plastic surgeons are men. Okay, so of course they're going to go above and beyond when it comes to a BBL. They're like the bigger the better. That's what they think when it comes to the bigger the. Back it up, sir. Okay. Now you good at what you do, but shut up. Okay, you don't have to go above and beyond. Stop listening to these doctors and letting them tell you, oh yeah, you need to get this, you need to go bigger, and you need to do, because a lot of women say that. A lot of women say, well, the doctor said, or my doctor told me, or I asked for this size and the doctor gave me, then guess what? You're gonna give me a damn refund because I'm gonna measure, okay, what I said, and I'm gonna measure what I got. And if I don't get what it is that I said, then guess what? I want my money back. And now you done made me go through surgery. So I'm going to sue your ass. Okay. Now you got a lawsuit on you because I didn't ask you. You're not just going to give me. I'm not married to you. I have to come home to you. Okay. This is what I want, to wake up and be happy with myself. So I do know a lot of women say the doctor tend to, oh no, you need to go bigger, or you need to do this, or, some doctors tend to go overboard. Guess what? You spending your coins. That is your coin. Okay? They should not be able to tell you what it is that they gonna do with your coin. Right? If you want me to be a walking billboard for you, then this thing here needs to be for free. All right? So, Siren, how do you feel about plastic surgery and, well, mainly BBLs when dating? Because I feel like men don't really respect me. I feel like, they like me online, but they don't really take me out on classy dates. They're not trying to spend time with me outside of the hotel. We're not going out to dinner much. I just really feel like it doesn't really go anywhere. It's like we've been dating for 5, 6, 7 months, but we don't go out. I haven't met the family. It seems to be the same thing. They don't mind spending a bag, but it's like just to keep me coming back and forth. That's all it is. Just to keep me coming back and forth. That's it. And when you're trying to get in a relationship, okay, and you're trying to date and you want a guy to take you serious, then you have to present yourself. If you are somebody who, let's say, now you got for those of us who got to work, all right, you got to work because that's just your bag. That's how you make your bag. It is what it is, right? But now you've gotten to a point where maybe you've made enough bags, right? And now you don't got your own boutique, or, you got your own business going. You've been marketing and stuff. It's doing really well. You don't have to get out there now to, get the bag. Now you want to be respected as an entrepreneur, as a, beautiful, successful woman. So now you got to tone it down with your clothing. Okay. Now you have to wear clothing that kind of covers up that BBL, Because if you're going out there with tight clothing, you guys, and you have that unnatural look, then they're still not going to respect it. Even when you get into the entrepreneur land, even when you get into the corporate America, they're not going to respect it as well. Not too many people may hire you if you walk in there with big boobs in a BBL. They're not going to take you serious. They will feel like you may be a distraction to the company, because you have some people who may look at it like, dang, that's a big old. But then you got some people who like, what was she? See, girl, they're gonna, feel uncomfortable with you coming to the company party, the Christmas party, and stuff like that. People are going to judge you. Unfortunately, we are in a society where we are always under some sort of criticism. We are being critiqued with every thought, every action, okay? And if we go out there looking a certain way, unfortunately, we're in a society where people are going to judge you and treat you accordingly. Men are going to treat you accordingly. You don't see too many wealthy, men out there. Even when you think about the wealthy men, right? And we're talking about the billionaires and stuff. You want to look at their wives. Their wives may have like her boobage, you know what I'm saying, done, but she's not like looking like badunkadunk boobage, big perky lips like this. She's not really looking like that. It looks kind of, classy. It looks kind of sexy, where it's not too much, it's not over the top. You know what I'm saying? A man wants a woman next to him that is going to make him look and feel good. And it doesn't make him feel good when men out there are judging his piece because, she don't went to, dang, it's like yeah, that ain't real. That ain't real. It used to be a little dap up, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day when a dude had a chick who got a big old butt, you know what I'm saying? Because they know it's natural. So they look like, yeah, she with me. She with me. This my, you know what I'm saying? Men were very happy, to be with a woman who's natural. They know all that, man. That's all her, man. That's my girl right there. What? Ain't nothing fake about that, man. That's all. They will boast and brag on that like it's nobody's business, right? So, quite a few of you reach out and say, when it comes to dating, you understand the things that I'm saying in regards to getting men to, love you, support you, be there with you, take you serious. But a lot of my clients, okay, those of you who have had a lot of work done or some sort of work done, you feel like it's kind of harder for you to be taken serious out there on the dating scene. Tone it down a little bit with your clothing, okay? Instead of wearing tights, you may want to wear some slacks, okay? Instead of wearing fitted clothing, you may want to maybe wear some nice little blazers, you know what I'm saying? Maybe to cinch in that waist, but to cover up the buttocks just a little bit to make it look a little more classy and elegant. There are ways that you can tone down that, that work look, that overworked look when it comes to the body. If you have gone maybe too big when it comes to the chest, wear a little bit of a, bigger shirt, because I know a lot of women say, my chest is already big, and if I wear a bigger shirt, it makes me look fat. No, you can wear a nice big shirt, okay, and you can get a nice belt to cinch in the waist. That way it's not drawing too much attention to the boobage or to the top part. You get a nice big, flowy shirt, okay, and cinch in your waist. Just draw more attention to your waist than you will your boobage, right? And when it comes to your buttocks, like I say, wear a nice blazer over it. Even if you're wearing some jeans, if you want to wear some skinny jeans, right, and a nice little tank top or whatever, a little short top, then put on a nice little blazer over it. You're just going to have to tone it up a little bit. For those of you out there who are thinking about getting surgery and wanting to get surgery, I would definitely say, honestly, my opinion is just to stay inconsistent with your natural body. Okay, don't go above and beyond. Don't go overboard with the look. Don't get the buttocks so big. Don't get the boobage so big. Don't get, the waist so tiny. You can still look natural and look good and have a body full of work. I know quite a few people who have had so much work done, but you will never know if they didn't show you the scars. That's another thing. You got to consider those scars and stuff like that, But if you didn't see, like, who I feel may have had some work, Rihanna, okay? Cardi B, I don't even want to see, there's a difference. Rihanna, I feel like she has had some work, but you can see the difference between Rihanna and Cardi B. Okay. Rihanna is still giving you Rihanna. You can look at her and you're gonna be one. Did she get up? What did she get? Rihanna has had some work done. Okay. Now I don't know how much work Rihanna has had done, but she has had some work done. She done got some liposuction, maybe a little bit of addings here and there. But her work is so subtle, it doesn't stand out like a sore thumb. And Rihanna still gives you Rihanna. She still gives you I'm every woman. She's still giving you that natural where you kind of like, damn, did she get? That's the type of work that I like. Who else out there we could talk about? Um, hmm, you know who else got work done that I like? Tamar Braxton. Tamar Braxton, you can look at her and you can tell, like, after that baby, Tamar did get some things done, but Tamar's still giving you Tamar. You know, now we got K Michelle. To the left, to the left. Listen, Tamar, all day, okay? All day, because it still looks natural. K Michelle, wah, wah, wah. Too much. And then she regrets it later. Okay. Cardi B, hot mess. Hot mess. Even when now the thing about Cardi B is Cardi B, whomever is her stylist. I can tell she has a stylist that wants to put her in quality clothing, but due to the shape of Cardi B's body, it's only so much type of style she can give Cardi B. Cardi B will trash a runway outfit. Okay? Cardi B is not giving runway. She's giving run away. Okay? She's not giving runway. Her body, you cannot get classic, sexy, natural, feminine. You're not getting that. It's giving drag queen. It's giving trying too hard, doing too much. K Michelle, same thing. She looks a lot better now that she has removed, okay, a lot of things and went a lot smaller. She should have did that from the jump. She should have kept giving us K Michelle. You don't have to give us K Michelle, J Michelle, L Michelle, R Michelle. I'm glad she did go back to, shrink it down just a little bit, but I feel like now she's taking it out on her face because I seen K Michelle. I said, who is this? Hop-ho! Hop-ho! Who this woman? Okay. I said, oh my God, who? I don't recognize. So now she's taking it out on her face. And I'm just like, ooh, let me see who else I could think. Kelly Rowland. Kelly done had some work done, y'all. Kelly done had some work done. Yes, Kelly has had a lot of work done, but Kelly is still giving Kelly Rowland. I love, okay, that Kelly does not. Now, I could tell Kelly does work out her body, and that's what I love as well, because a lot of people get the surgery and they forget to work out. They forget to keep that, keep giving that car that oil change. Now you got to keep doing the maintenance on it or whatever. I'm not a heavy workout person, but I do work out. And I know I can do more and I should do more, but I'm lazy as hell, and I do what the minimum, is. I ain't gonna lie. I do the minimum, but I don't have to go back. If I don't choose to go back for any more surgery, I don't feel like I have to go back. You know what I'm saying? But Kelly Rowland, oh man. I'm watching Ashanti. I'm watching Ashanti. Y'all know Ashanti just had that baby. I'm watching Ashanti. I see the weight gain. I see the after baby. So far, I can't tell if she had a tummy tuck after that baby. I don't think she had a tummy tuck. I do think she had liposuction. Is not giving tummy tuck, but I do feel like she has had some liposuction after she's had the baby. She may consider tummy tuck after she have another baby. Allegedly, the rumor mill is spreading that she may be pregnant with child number 2. And I'm like, good, that's right. Get him out the way, knock him on out. This man done waited 20 years to knock you up, honey. Get him out the way. Back to back to back to back, and then get your surgery. Cardi B, she's a walking time, but I'm like, why would you have a baby, have all that surgery, a tummy tuck, y'all? That is a major concern. A tummy tuck takes a minimum of 5 to 8 years to heal. That's from one. This woman goes, have a tummy tuck, have a baby, have a tummy tuck, have a baby, have a tummy. What are you thinking? Like your body hasn't healed from the tummy tuck and now you're pregnant. That's just disrespect to the body. Like you got to have some love for your body to want it to heal. So that situation with having those babies, You know who else? I know may have gotten some work done, but I don't think she went all the way, and that's Jennifer Hudson. Now, Jennifer Hudson is definitely giving natural. I don't feel like she got a tummy tuck or anything after her baby, but I do feel like she did get some liposuction because there was a time. I do feel like Jennifer Hudson also took some sort of diet pills. I'm not saying that this is what she did. I do feel like she took some sort of diet pills to lose that weight. And I do feel like she did get some sort of liposuction, okay, or maybe some sort of, the fat stuff, how they, I do feel like she does that. I can tell she does that. But she's definitely giving you Jennifer. She didn't try to alter her body or change her shape. Jennifer Hudson still gives you, I don't have many hips, okay? That buttocks ain't sticking out. That I'm a thick woman. I'm a big breasted woman, but I'm in love with this shape. She's not trying to switch it up or give you anything else. Okay. So it's like just staying natural, you guys, as close to natural as you possibly can. Once you take it over to that Cardi B, to that, K Michelle type of body, y'all, it's not respected out here. It's not, and I don't think it's worth it. Cardi B has talked a lot about, complications with her surgeries and, the things that you got to go through. There have been women in the past, I think Usher, remember Usher, his ex, Tamika, she went and she got that whole mommy makeover and was in a coma and stuff for days or whatever. And we haven't even seen her. Like, went and got all that work done just to go ghost. So I don't know if she's not happy with the work, or what it is. I haven't seen her, but I'm like, it's just not worth it. If you're gonna put yourself out there, you guys, because the risk during surgery is 50-50. It's just like with having a baby. There's a 50-50 chance you can or will not wake up. Rest in peace to the guy. What's the comedian guy whose baby mama passed away? DC Young Fly, I think that's his name, and his baby mom passed away. She was getting another mommy makeover after having that baby. That was just team too much. And I know some women who's like, I don't care. I'm going to get as much surgery as I want and things of that nature. Shout out to the doctors out there who will stop them. There are doctors out there who do have a conscience and will be like, I'm not doing no more surgery on you. And don't think that they're not putting it in a book, a record. They have a medical record where they know every surgery you had. And when that doctor put in there, this person appears to be suffering from body dysmorphia, whatever it is. No. Them doctors can tell when you going a little too far. Okay. Now you got some doctors who may not have a conscience who be like, I'm gonna just do it for the dime. Okay. But then unfortunately you may end up not waking up from it, or a couple days you can pass on from it. You can inherit blood clots. You can inherit a lot of different complications from getting these surgeries. So it's like before you go through all of that, you got to make sure, is this something that is it worth the risk? Is it worth the risk? And if you doing it to go too big, y'all, and you got a little small body, you got to look at those complications because now your body, it has to carry all this excess weight, honey, of this foreign product, okay, that may be within you. I personally don't think it's worth it, okay? And if you want somebody to love you, if you want to be in a sincere relationship, you may have to pull a K Michelle and get some of that stuff taken out, and that's only for those of you who are not married and already in a committed relationship. But if you want someone to take you serious, you guys, you can't come off looking like Jessica Rabbit, unless you just naturally, because some women, honey, let me tell you, I was my mother's sixth child, okay? Sixth child. My mom, after having me, was still able to wear a two-piece bikini. No stretch marks, no stomach. Now, granted, she had the raisins. Okay, they weren't bad, right? But you could tell she had some churn, but that was natural back in the day. My brother, his ex-wife, she had, I think, 13 children, if I'm not mistaken. I stopped counting, child. I ain't gonna lie. I stopped counting after 10. I'm like, listen, I love all y'all. That's all that matters. But she had at least, I think, 13 children. And it really wasn't until her last child that when I saw her, I noticed she was, a little heavier than I had ever seen her. But when I saw her after child baby number 11, I think Miss Thing was still small, petite, no stomach, never had no surgery. Okay, because she was having these babies back in the 80s and stuff. Listen, the 80s and the 90s, never had no surgery, was petite, sexy. And when I say sexy, sexy, y'all. Okay, just body, just natural, just like what? It's like the air is her plastic surgery. She popped them babies out, honey, and she just go right back to her natural petite self. Some women, they have that natural just snapback, but some of us, we have to work for it, right? But I feel like it should be a snapback that you go for. I don't think you need to be a spring forward. You know what I'm saying? You need to just be able to do some work to snap back to your natural, sexy look, that natural flow. Like if you're going to get your butt done, get it to a nice, it just ain't, you don't want a badunka dunk. You want a nice arch, okay? Nice arch. That's what you want. You don't want to dunk a dunk, okay? Because what do you do with a dunk? You throw it and get rid of it, okay? You dunk it, right? So just keep it nice, you guys. Keep it classy. Keep it sexy. I feel like this is how men will still respect you. No man wants to be embarrassed by standing next to a woman who clearly looked like she done had a whole bunch of work done. Okay. I'm most certain a man would love to be standing next to. So, because just imagine standing next to your man and everybody know, he ain't real. He wearing some sweatpants and it's just down to the knees and everybody like, chat, I know that ain't real. You know what I'm saying? You would be more proud if you standing next to your man. He got on some sweatpants, so people gonna look, honey. We gonna look, honey. Ooh, chat, we gonna look. But we gonna look, right? We gonna be judging you. Okay. Just imagine if he was not real and women were able to see if it was real or fake. Like, girl, he done got some work done. You could tell they about extra 3 inches, about 2.5, 2.25. Yep. It's just not as respected. It's like it's not fair. You cheated. You can't win. You can't play in the reindeer games because you cheated. We want all natural. We want nice. We want sexy. We want to keep it nice and clean and pristine. And that way we can keep somebody in our life that will want to treat us accordingly. It is an unfair society that we live in, okay? And people are going to judge you based on your decisions. People are going to judge you based on your looks, okay? If you're confident with it and you love that over the top Cardi B type, K Michelle type look, if it makes you happy, I say go for it. You know what I'm saying? If it